Welcome to Facts TV News, where everything is true. Black man laugh while victim was being slaughtered, Klansman trial witness tells court. The prosecution's main witness, who has been given evidence in the ongoing trial of 33 accused members of the Klansman gang, detailed how alleged leader Andre Blackman Bryan requested to spy on a victim moments before the man was killed and burst out into laughter upon hearing the bullets fired and when told that the intended target was now dead. In the testimony at the Home Circuit Court Division of the Home Circuit Court in downtown Kingston before Chief Justice Brian Skites, the witness detailed the 2017 killing of an individual called Outlaw. He said that the individual who was killed in Lariston has been marked for death by Brian. According to the self-confessed gangster turned state witness, Brian had asked him for a ride to the scene in a separate vehicle from the shooters because the reputed Klansman leader wanted to see the outlaw before he was killed. He said he parked on the opposite side of the road so Brian could have his wish, and they watched the soon-to-be victim for about 5 minutes. After pulling away from the area where shots were heard fired, Brian started laughing, the witness said. A phone call moments later from the shooter, who the witness identified in the docks at the accused Derrick James, reporting that Outlaw had been killed, was met with more laughing from Brian, according to the witness. The witness, who on Wednesday described himself as a gangster's banker and personal driver for Brian, said he later that day took Brian to his apartment on Shortwood Road in St. Andrew and left him there. He then told the court that he then purchased KFC, which he said he took and gave to the shooter, who had remained at his home. Family disputes hospital claim. A Clarendon family is furious over allegations that their relative died after being deprived of oxygen at the Maypen Hospital in Clarendon, where she was admitted on September 6.
What do you? Wake up. Take time. Take time. No matter what do you want? I want. You can't blow? You're not killing me. Which part? You can't blow. Boy. Yeah, no kill. You're not child. Oh, God. You're not on the mask. Nothing. Well, not child, me no get. Oh, God, I'm can't blow. Oh.
My mommy, JOAN Robinson, died at the Maypen Hospital on the 7th of September about 6:30 a.m. I took her to a private doctor because she have a heart condition, and the doctor said her oxygen level is low, so I should take her to the hospital to get some oxygen. He did a COVID test on her before we left this surgery, and when he was writing the letter, I asked him to state it in the letter that she's not of COVID-19 because I don't want them to treat her like she's a patient. Anyway, when we go there with the emergency letter, I sat outside with her about an hour and a half, almost 2 hours before we get anybody to attend to us. They finally call her in. They say she alone have to come. They take her in and whatever. They do an x-ray on her. And after that, they said she's admitted so I can leave. I spoke to her. Eventually they let me in to talk to her before I left because I have to bring her stuff them to her. Anyway, we left like 6:30 to 7 in the night. And when I left, she was quite fine, breathing okay, talking properly and everything. Me have a dream say me and my mother dey on the phone and she said to me say things not go right. And me just start find myself a praying in my sleep. And I beg God to protect my mother's soul. Eventually, when me wake up now, me wake up to the phone and my mother on the phone. When me hear my mother's voice, I feel like something left my body. Something left my body when me hear my mother talk on the phone. She go dead. So me ask her, say, what you mean by that? You go dead. What you want, what you not get? She say, she not get nothing. And from me left, nobody no look for her. She no see no nurse, she no see no doctor. I left home and I reached there. I'm going to see my mother in a depressing state.
When she call her and say, if he come, I got dead. She run out naked out, so then go catch her and put on, and go put her hand to go put run her down and put on clothes on it. That time a big one, no hear not now. When him do here and shot, them shot boy gam at them be. Actually pan foot. We just go see our mother dead. And when he go, he said, Lord, Shericka, me I got dead, me I got dead, your mother I got dead for when no can me come put in and nobody no pay me no mind. Nothing. Nothing. Not even like water, they no say, carry go give her. Then just put her and then left him gone. So we don't know what time, then carry her bed, go give her or take her, put it on her bed.
Me I run up and down in all the hospital. I call nurse, I call doctor. Nobody, me no see nobody until my mother dead about 6:35 or 6:40. And until then, me no see nobody. Me no see nobody come to talk to we until about after 7. And now we have to go on bad. For somebody come out and say something. When me see a lady, when I lady them in pink, you know them and no doctor, them and a nurse, they can do nothing to her. She said to me said to her, I said, Miss, you can't get some help for my mother because me dey home and my mother have to call me. If you come here to get help for her. And when me come, nobody still nah pay me no mind, so me can't get help for mother and my mother got dead. She said to me, the doctor we admit my mother gone home from last night, and the doctor them were there nah go look upon her. The oxygen we over my mother face, there is nothing coming from it. She tell me say from the night she not get no oxygen. Me go there with me 2 eye them myself and me see say she's not getting any oxygen. And all me did there run up and down and ball. Nobody. We did it, me and my sister and my nephew, and we watch my mother dead. And there is nobody to come and say nothing to us. When somebody finally said something, they are saying that my mother had COVID, which that is not true because we do a test at the doctor office and she's not of COVID. She have a heart condition and just needs some oxygen.
And the doctor said, who am I? And I told him. And he said, did you know your mommy had had COVID? And I said, no, mommy test is negative. And he said, okay, come with me. And I went with him. He showed me an x-ray of her stomach, which is her ribs and stuff like that. And he's saying that your mommy have underlying sickness. And I said, I know. And I said to him, he said, have you ever seen an x-ray before? And I told him no. And he said, oh, he showed me a part of it that is like it rubbed out. And he said, your mommy, that's where that your mommy have a mild COVID. And I stand there and I was looking and he was talking, I wasn't paying him any mind. Then he said to come. And I went back into the office with him and he said, I went to see your mother, and when I was there, I understand that relatives were out there. And I was looking for your guys, and I said, no, you have to see us because we're not ants and we're bigger than nice, or we are make your half sister way out there. You did not went in there, and moreover, you were not here because the nurse said he had to call him from his home. That was that time my mother did long time, because when the nurse said, come there and park your vehicle right beside me out there cry because my mother did. And I turned to him and I said, mommy have COVID. So if mommy died from, mommy had COVID, all of us supposed to have it. What you suggest us to do? Do a test. He said, oh, no, you don't have to do a test. Just wear your mask and isolate. And I shook my head and I started to cry. And he said to me, you can talk to me now. And I said to him, me and you know say, mommy no dead from COVID. I no want to tell me say my mother dead from no COVID. Tell me say my mother sick and dead because I know say she have an heart problem. But the thing is that my mommy had an heart problem and just wanted the oxygen. And then take the oxygen from her and make my mother dead. And then he come tell me that I was really, really upset.
Every time you go up there, they have a problem, just say, it's Kobe kill you. And if a Kobe she have, why then don't come to the home, come take some tests from who live in the home around her? I mean, no, sir, me pick the don't dead by Kobe. Me no say Joan Robinson not dead by Kobe.
I said, doctor, I actually watch my mother cried for her life. Like when gunman stick you up with gun. The doctor reply was that death is painful. That's what he said to me, death is painful. And I burst out in crying.
Lord, you can want it better with my daughter. Every time I come here, and when I come, I go around and I say, John, Mampe. He say, oi. And I go around and go right kitchen doorway. And he say, see me here. And I will walk around there, sir. And I come around and I go through the kitchen and go around rest there. And I say, what you there, so I do? Every time I come here, you depend on something. He keep on moving up and down. Sometimes I and come here and quarrel and him vex, but me no care. And he pick me them. He depend him and he pick them. Be a quarrel and, making that. Mr. Left pick me them, man. Then go on to where them at. You do what you have to do.
I miss everything about my mother. My mother and my hand on my foot. Trust me, my mother and my hand on my foot. Right now, I feel like part of my life gone. My life gone on pause. Because my mother like my best friend, everything what I do, I share it with her. There's some things when I did have plans to do, and me and her done plan out certain things. And I say, Mommy, as I feel better, we are going to make a move to that. And she said yes. And then, if you leave my mother good, just want a little oxygen. And if she call me, say, she a go dead. Even when me reach, she a say, Shericka, me a go dead. And I say, Mommy, no, pray. And she said, Shericka, this a death. If this a not death, this a not nothing. I really feel a way how them a deal with poor people in a hospital. I really feel a way over that. Because me watch my mother dead and I like my mother get gunshot or anything when me couldn't save her life or doctor couldn't save her. If them in come and stand up around her and she dead in her process, I would feel much better.
I'm in a state of shock because I can't believe that my mommy really gone. And it is because of carelessness from the doctors and the nurses at the hospital.
I just want everybody to know that I'm not here for sympathy. I am not here for somebody to sorry for me or give me anything. Because what I want is my mother and me don't lose her already. I'm not trying to win a case here. But what I'm trying to say, we are not animals. And you choose your career. And if somebody come with a condition, that is your job. You can't leave somebody from 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock in the night and is a patient and you don't even look back upon the person. My mother not get no attention and she called me to come to see if she could have get a little attention from them. And even when me go, even when me there grill, bend down and a ball and I beg them. And I beg them, nobody still no come out. Me no see one doctor, me no see one nurse. Until she dead, me no see her. Me no see one doctor come until about half an hour after my mother dead. That's when me see somebody come out.
And it better if I mean God left Joan. Because instead of Joan to come bury me, and me I go bury me picnic. And the bad management.
Me I tell you, the carelessness make a lot of people die at the hospital, and they are blaming COVID for a lot of this lot of people dead, and no go say people them not dead for no COVID. The people them not dead for no COVID. The Prime Minister need to do a background check on these things. None of the people them not dead from COVID. Majority of them have no COVID at all. I'm saying this to open other people's out their mind and start to look back into certain things. So they bring your loved one guys and left them. Not left them try to find way to help them. Not left them because when you're gone, you get cast and then dead. And trust me, it is really sad.
Please remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell for daily updates.